highlights of this edition: the gathering to commemorate the 93rd anniversary of the traditional day of the Publicity Education Center. City leaders check preparation for the groundbreaking ceremony of Vĩnh Thạnh Industrial Park project. The opening of the All-Army Martial Arts Club Hand-to-Hand Combat Sports Games 2023. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. Throughout the history of the nation, at any stage, our party has upheld the special role and position of propaganda, always considering the propaganda as a sharp weapon of the party, an important part of the entire operation of the party, an important field to build and foster the political ideological foundation of the party and the regime, asserted by State Vice Secretary of the City Party Committee, Chairman of the City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiểu, at the gathering to commemorate the 93rd anniversary of the traditional day of the party's propaganda work, August 1st, 1930, August 1st, 2023, taking place on August 1st morning. Over the past time, the Publicity Education Board and system have actively advised party committees at all levels to organize and implement resolutions, directives, and conclusions from the center on strengthening the protection of the party's ideological foundation, fighting against wrong and hostile views in a new situation. On behalf of the Standing Committee, Vice Secretary Phạm Văn Hiểu acknowledged and warmly praised the achievements and results gained by the system of publicity education and propagandists who have made positive contributions to the process of the city's building and development, while wishing propaganda workers would continue to promote the achieved results, make more positive contributions to the cause of propaganda, and better serve the political tasks of the party committee in the city. On July 31st afternoon, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Phạm Văn Hiểu had a meeting with relevant units on the implementation of preparations for the groundbreaking ceremony of Vĩnh Thạnh Industrial Park project. Also attending was Standing Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee Chương.
Up to this time, competent sectors has notified land acquisition for 541 cases to serve the first phase of Vĩnh Thạnh Industrial Park project, with a total land area of over 293 hectares. For Vĩnh Thạnh suburban district, it is implementing 3 projects on roads leading to industrial parks and temporary roads to the groundbreaking ceremony area. It is expected that construction of the resettlement area for households affected by the project will be started in upcoming November. Currently, preparations for the groundbreaking ceremony have also been coordinated by sectors at all levels, and the investor, the secretary, instructed the functional sectors to review the exact amount of land recovered, the number of affected households, and compensations to avoid lawsuits.
On August 1st morning, at the multifunctional gymnasium in Cần Thơ City, the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army organized the opening of the All-Army Martial Arts Club Hand-to-Hand Combat Sports Games 2023. The event attracted 41 martial arts clubs in participation, including the Military Command of 36 branches and cities, the General Staff of Military Zone 7, Military Zone 9, the Commando Corps, Army Officers Schools 1 and 2, with more than 1,200 delegates, coaches, and athletes. 504 athletes will compete in qualifying rounds in 2 age groups from 18 to 27 and from 27 to 35 respectively, in which men compete in 9 weight classes and women in 6 weight classes. For a successful game, the organizing board requires the delegations to comply well with military regulations and discipline and the orders and regulations of the games. The award and closing ceremony will take place on August 11th. Cần Thơ City Science and Technology Department, in coordination with the Institute of Science and Intellectual Property under the Ministry of Science and Technology, on August 1st morning, organized training on intellectual property for 120 officials working in intellectual property management and enforcement, people's committees of districts, departments, associations, institutes, schools, enterprises, and entities participating in the OCUP program.
Delegates were provided with general knowledge by experts from the Institute of Science and Intellectual Property, guided the establishment, enforcement and management of industrial property rights, the use of information extraction tools and industrial property services on IP platform. The Department of Science and Technology also detailed the business support program on intellectual property development, quality productivity improvement, innovation of technology and equipment. The training contributes to helping organizations and individuals determine the role and importance of registration for the protection and development of intellectual property in production and business activities, approach and make good use of policies to support the development of the city's intellectual property.
Cần Thơ City's Department of Education and Training has issued a letter on the deployment of the software application Virtual Assistant in preventing and combating abuse of children and people under 18 years of age. The software Virtual Assistant is installed on phones running iOS and Android operating systems with sets of questions related to issues such as child abuse, school violence, drug prevention, traffic safety, images instructing child abuse prevention and prevention skills, hotlines of units, and stories and situations related to child abuse to visualize self-protection and prevention knowledge and skills for children and adolescents. Cần Thơ City Department of Education and Training requires units to propagate and deploy to install the app. Cần Thơ City's Labor Confederation has just come to install the emulation project site, upgrading and repairing the Lộ Mới Ray Canal in Thời 4 area Thuận An Ward, Thốt Nốt Upper District.
This is a project to welcome the 11th Congress of Cần Thơ City Trade Union, term 2023 to 2028, implemented by the Grassroots Trade Union of Thuận An Ward, Thốt Nốt Urban District. The new route is 450 meters long and 4 meters wide, with a total cost of over 2,160 million Vietnam dong, of which union members and people contributed 200 million Vietnam dong and more than 200 labor days. The rest is invested by the state.
The Naval Technical Department, in combination with the Publicity Education Board under Cần Thơ City and Bình Thủy Upper District, organized the handover ceremony for the family of Chương Văn Hên, a wine village residing in area number 1 Bình Thủy Ward. The house has a total construction cost of 100 million Vietnam dong. Of the figure, the gratitude fund of the Naval Service supports 80 million Vietnam dong. Cần Thơ City's Taxation Department on August 1st morning organized the Lucky Bill selection program for the first and second quarters of 2023.
There were 17 lucky bills selected out of nearly 26,000 invoices in the first quarter and 17 selected out of nearly 30,000 invoices in the second quarter. The prize structures of one first prize worth 15 million Vietnam dong, 3 second prizes worth 8 million Vietnam dong, 5 third prizes worth 5 million Vietnam dong, 8 consolation prizes, 2 million Vietnam dong each.
According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecast, a thunderstorm is forecast to last for the next several days, with periods of thunderstorms concentrated in the evening and night.
The southern region has moderate heavy rain and thunderstorms, locally very heavy rain with rainfall of 50 to 100 mm, over 170 mm in some places. Residents should watch out for heavy rains in a short time that cause waterlogging in urban areas during thunderstorms, and there is a possibility of tornadoes, lightning and gusts.
And last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. That's it for this edition of Cần Thơ News. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.